Hey everyone, glad you were with us for the show today. Hey, we're going to show you some great techniques and gear to help you catch more speckled trout. One of my passions is wade fishing shallow flats, and today I'm going to bring you along with me as we jump out of the boat and stalk speckled trout. Hey, Let's Fish TV is on the air right now.
That is a fish.
Oh man, look at this.
It's time for the only program that brings you real-time fishing reports from the Southwest region every week.
Oh my gosh. Oh, look at that. Woo!
This is Let's Fish.
Hi everyone, I am Captain Greg Verm, guest hosting for Barry today. I'm excited to bring you to the waters I guide on 12 months a year in West Galveston Bay. I'm going to be using a technique you may have never seen before, wade fishing shallow flats and shorelines targeting speckled trout. Hey, these fish are the most popular and sought after species all along the Gulf Coast. Today, we have our brand new Blazer Bay 2420 with all the top equipment you can imagine, custom rigged by Jared and his team at Waypoint Marine in Corpus Christi. From the Lowrance HDS 12, the Double Power Pole Pro Series 2, and even a ladder for easy access in and out to wade fish, and I'll be using this today. Also, we'll have weekly fishing reports from your local region from our team of inside reporters. Hey, let's get started, but first, back to the studio for your weekend planner.
Thank you so much for joining us for another episode of Let's Fish TV. The Salooner tables are predicting good game fish activity throughout both days this weekend. Peak game fish activity begins around 9:32 Saturday and 10:06 Sunday morning. Evening activity will begin at 9:57 Saturday and 10:31 Sunday night. Plan to be on the water by either mid-morning or late evening for the best action. Expect the sun to rise at 6:55 and set at 8:02, and evenings will feature a moon that is 17% visible. We'll be right back to check all of the current fishing reports from throughout the area, and I will return with Bassmaster Elite Angler Stetson Blaylock on this week's Ask the Pro feature. Stick with us.
Let's Fish TV is proudly backed by Mercury, Go Boldly, Lowrance, America's #1 fish finder, Lose, Feel the Difference, and by Gulf Shores and Orange Beach, Alabama. Get our free fishing guide at orangebeach.com.
There he is. Oh, 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 oh! There you go, folks. That is what we're here for. There he is. There he is. Oh, nice trout, nice trout. That's all right. There we go. All right, here we go. Right in the net. There we go. That's the way to start it off. Nice little speck here. Get him out of the net here. There we go. Way to get us started. We finally got the tide beginning to slack, and looks like these fish might turn on now. What we're fishing here, y'all, we're fishing at the San Luis Pass, and just behind me we have a big sand flat back here, and there's times when these fish will get up on the sand flat chasing shad, mullet. Right now we're fishing this gut. Secure this hook right quick. There we go. We're gonna let this guy go. He's a keeper size trout, but we're not keeping fish today. We're gonna let him go, get big. Springtime speckled trout action there. So what we have here, folks, we have a big sand flat right here. Bird Island's right back here. San Luis Pass Bridge right over there. Well, I mean, we're in ankle deep water right here. Got about a 6 to 8 foot gut right here. I call this the wall. I mean, it's almost a drop off right there. And we're just casting these plastics into this gut and waiting on them to bite. Springtime trout fishing here at the San Luis Pass. We'll see if I can't get us another one.
Hey friends, Captain Kevin Broussard here with Let's Fish Southwest. I tell you what, coming to you right here from Hackberry, Louisiana. Right now, saltwater fishing on Calcasieu Lake is fabulous. Lots of speckled trout getting caught, live shrimp, over the reefs, birds, soft plastics, light jig head. Tell you what, redfish. Big redfish at the Gulf jetties, shrimp, cracked crab, any one of those seems to be doing great. On the freshwater side, the rivers around here are doing really good. We haven't been getting too much rain. Lots of bass getting caught early and late, buzz baits, topwater baits, even some small spinner baits a little later in the day. They're pitching some jigs or some worms around some deeper cypress trees or some laydowns. For old Cage and Phil, it's Captain Kevin Broussard saying happy fishing. May God bless, and we're gonna see you right here next week.
There he is. Oh, 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 good fish, y'all. Hi, everybody. I got a great trout on right now. Come on, baby. Oh, good fish. Oh, yes. Nice fish. Come on, big girl. Come see me. I'm going to let you go. We're going to be nice to you today. Come on. Oh, oh. Stay down, stay down. Woo! Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on. Oh, nice fish. Stay down, stay down, stay down, girl. Stay down. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Oh, yes! Woo! There you go, folks. That is what we're here for. Woo-hoo! My goodness, look at this girl. Oh, good Lord, beautiful fish. Oh, man, she ate it good. Look at that. Let me get this hook out of her. Oh, look at it. Just come on right out. Oh, man, looky there. Get that out of the way. Oh, folks, looky there. Beautiful, beautiful speckled trout right there. These fish, it is springtime and they are beginning their spawn right now. These speckled trout will spawn starting right about now, all the way through the summer months. Man, look at that fish. Beautiful fish, beautiful. Woo, good job. We're gonna let this girl go. She's got her eggs just now starting. She's gonna make us some good babies, reproduce for us. Beautiful fish, nice, good fish. Unharmed. Good job. Woo! Heck yeah, folks, man, my blood gets boiling when I catch a good fish like that. There is nothing like it. I tell you, when you're working these baits, 95% of the time, the fish are gonna eat it on the fall. So you're working your bait up, you let it fall. Work your bait up, let it fall. All you'll feel, most of the time, you're just gonna feel a good thump. And that thump that you feel is that fish closing its mouth around that bait. Now, when you feel that, man, reel up that slack and you'll know if you feel a little bit of tension, bring it home. Man, that's a good fish. Whew! We might get something going here, guys. Let's do that again. I love this stuff. This is what I live for. My goodness gracious. Good stuff right there. Woo! Right here beside me. Ooh, nice flounder. There you go, folks. Nice flounder. Check out those teeth right there. Right here beside me. Ooh, nice flounder. Tell you what, something we didn't mention, we got the spring flounder run going on right now. These fish go out into the Gulf to spawn and they start coming back in the spring. This one was right up here on the sledge. There we go, right in the net. Good job. Nice fish. Yeah, these were just right over there is the Gulf of Mexico, and this is a great funnel area. In the fall, they leave the bays and go do their spawn out in the Gulf, and in the springtime, here we are, they're coming back in. This boy, he ate that plastic too. Come on, buddy, hang in there. They got some teeth on them too. These are predators, I'll tell you. All right, there you go, folks. Nice flounder. There we go, that's a keeper for sure right there. Check out those teeth right there. Woo-wee! They are a predator fish right there. Let's let this guy swim off. I'm gonna show you all the rig that we're using today. We're using some soft plastics mainly. Today seems to be the most successful. And what I'm using is I'm using 30-pound braid, and I use a liter of fluorocarbon 20-pound leader. To connect it, we use a uni knot. Uni knot is a great way to connect your mono to your braid. Or not your mono, this is fluorocarbon we're using now. But right now we're using a 1/8 ounce lead head, and we're using this little twist lock with the snaps with a swivel on it. If you notice, it's easy to change your hooks out, just like that, just like that. And then changing your baits out when you're wade fishing like this makes it really nice and handy. If you want to change heads, change lead head sizes, or swap over to a top water, we're using an 1/8 inch right now. A lot of times the current through here, when the current's real swift, I'll move up to a 1/4 or maybe even a 3/8 ounce lead head. And then once the tide starts slacking, I like a slower fall. When you're working your soft plastics, mix it up a little bit. Sometimes just a steady retrieve, a slow steady retrieve. Sometimes a pop, reel, pop. Just swap it up a little bit. A lot of times that change in action is what'll entice the fish to strike. Swap your colors up a little bit. This seems to be the best bait today that we're using. It's a plum with blue metal flake with a chartreuse tail. Good sharp lead head. Let's see if we can't get us another one.
Hi everybody, and welcome to this week's Lone Star Lakes, brought to you once again by Fort Worth Fishing, DFW's premier guide service specializing in crappie, and they'll even treat you to a shore lunch on your trip. Now this week we're going to pick up where we left off last week, and that's Lake Texoma, except we're going to talk about the striper fishing. Now you'll find these fish on main lake points and structure anywhere from 20 to 30 feet deep. You'll want to use something like a Bass Assassin type swim bait on a 1/4 or 1/2 ounce or maybe even 1 ounce jig head. After that, we're going to talk a little bit about bass fishing, and we're going to go east, Lake of the Pines, where their fish are up shallow. Spring rains caused many of our lakes to come to full pool or even better, and Lake of the Pines is one of those. It's got shallow bass up in the bulrushes and up in the weeds that you can flip and pitch for, or throw your wacky rig in there for something a little bit different on Lake of the Pines. That's this week's Lone Star Lakes, brought to you by Fort Worth Fishing. Be sure and follow us on Facebook, Lone Star Lakes.
Hey folks, Captain Greg Varm here for this week's Upper Texas Coastal Report. Hey, we're going to start this week's report in Matagorda. Water temperatures continue to rise into the mid to upper 70s, and speckled trout action is incredible. For those wade fishermen, hey, get out on those wind-protected shorelines in 2 to 3 foot of water. Concentrate on your drains and throw your top waters early. And once the sun comes up, hey, switch over to your soft plastics. Look for slicks and bait. Cover some ground and go fish. This is a great time to catch that trophy speck of a lifetime. Now for your live bait fishermen, hey, you can't go wrong drifting using live shrimp under a popping cork. Look for those slicks and bait as well. Now let's talk Galveston and offshore. Hey, when the seas are calm and you can run into the Gulf, hit your buoys and any floating debris, and you're going to find the cobia, aka ling. Hey, these fish are generally a curious creature. Idle around your buoy, rig or stick up, and they will usually show themselves. Big soft plastics like the K-Wiggler, Longtail Sally work best. Hey, get them hooked up and wait for an incredible battle. Hey, lots of cool things are happening fishing here on the upper Texas coast. And if you want to get away and relax on the water, catching some inshore or offshore fish, hey, give me a call, check out our websites, and remember, we have lodging here at Bay's Landing. Hey, let's fish.
Let's Fish TV is proudly backed by Motorguide's Tour Pro, cable steer motor with GPS anchor. Waypoint Marine, the Gulf Coast's leading saltwater boating specialist. Strike King, Taiwan On, and by Low Boats. Welcome to Low Country.
All right, there we go. Another good solid speckled trout. That's another 17, 18 inch trout. They got to be 15 inches to keep. There he is. Oh yeah. Another trout. That's all right. There we go. Oh yeah. Get this sucker in the net. Come on, girl. Come on. All right, there we go. Another good solid speckled trout. Nice fish, some nice fish today. I tell you, the speckled trout here in Texas, speckled trout minimum length limit is 15 inches. This one here's, she's 18, 19 inches. Minimum length is 15 inches. Let's see if we can get her out where she don't unharmed. Another nice speckled trout right there. Here we go. There we go. Beautiful fish. Lots of nice specks. We're gonna let this girl go here. Yeah, the minimum length on these, let her swim off. Go ahead, go girl. Go do your spawning. All right, nice. Yeah, the minimum length for the speckled trout here in Texas is 15 inches. And I tell you, there was a law that just changed this past September. Speckled trout prior to this past September was 10 per person per day. Texas Parks and Wildlife lowered it to 5 now. So we can keep 5. I'm very happy with that new law. It's a great law. 5 fish is plenty for someone, and it helps our population, lets them get bigger. And just a lot of good things come with that. So it's 15 inches, 5 per person. And I want to go over another little thing with you, the diet of a speckled trout. Speckled trout feed on a lot of different things. Live shrimp under a popping cork is probably one of the most popular methods to catch speckled trout. I grew up doing that with my grandpa and my dad. But speckled trout, we eat shrimp, shad, croaker, pinfish, mullet, and it changes different times of the year. In the wintertime, the speckled trout, water gets cold, they don't eat as often, but when they do, they generally will eat larger fish. Your bigger mullet, then they may only have to feed once every day or a couple days or what have you.
Hey, the fish are biting in Oklahoma. Ardmore's Charles Jewell says he is having a great bass fishing spring on Lake Murray, catching largemouth, smallmouth, and spotted bass, and everything in 7 foot of water or less. The lake is in great shape, has been for the past 2 or 3 months, staying full, and he says it's really set up well for some phenomenal springtime fishing, and he's taking advantage of it. He's caught a number of bass up to the 8-pound range, a lot of 5s and 6s, and of course a lot of smaller fish that are in inches of water up to that 7-foot depth range. And now these are his baits of choice, but he says probably doing best at this time on a swim bait shortened to 3 to 4 inches long in the white color because he is doing some sight fishing. Young man Alec Bailey had a good outing to Lake Uchi with his uncle Bobby Myers. They caught these really nice largemouth throwing Bomber Square A crankbaits at Uchi. Alec, I'm glad you're finally teaching your uncle how to fish. White bass and crappie fishing is good at Lake Eufaula. George Tolson and Terry Engel had a good outing here. They caught a nice mixed bag of the crappie and white bass and some really nice ones. George says that they had to keep their boat in about 10 foot of water, and most of those fish were coming 8 to 10 foot deep. They were fishing the riprap areas around the Crowder and Rock Creek bridges at Lake Eufaula. Hey, stay safe and healthy, and remember, you can't catch them if you don't go.
There he is. Ooh, come on, baby. Good fish. Great fish. Solid trout, man. I'll tell you what, San Luis Pass in the westernmost point of Galveston Bay is a great area in the spring. I mean, spring flounder runs going on. Man, this fish just don't want to give up. Come on in here, girl. All right, nice. Another good fish, y'all. Beautiful fish. My goodness, these fish are pretty. Soft plastics, what they're wanting today. I'll tell you what, another great method I like to use catching these fish is top water. When they start eating the top water, I was hoping they would today, but we're not. There's another one. Beautiful fish. I tell you what, that's another 17, 18 inch trout. They got to be 15 inches to keep, We're turning them all loose today. I like seeing them live to fight another day. Heck yeah, good deal. We're at St. Louis Pass, y'all, and I tell you what, today has been a really, really good day. Lots of fish, lots of bait is starting to show up. We got a good incoming tide. The tide swap, we had an outgoing this morning, and now the tide's coming back in, changing our presentation up a little bit. Fishing this deep gut. Got about a 6 to 8 foot gut right here. Pops back up over there. I call that area over there, it's my nickname, it's called the wall. You won't find it on a map or anything, but it pops up quick to about 8 inches of water. So this is just a really good gut. It gets overlooked a lot. There's generally a lot of boat traffic right up and down in here, and I personally don't really think that I've been catching fish when they're feeding and they're in here. I've been catching fish as boats coming in and out because it's deep. It's not shallow water where it'll spook them as often, and they're used to it. So gets overlooked a lot, but I tell you what, I've been fishing it for years and years, and it's paid off big time for me this time of year, springtime.
Watch our latest episode or catch up on past episodes on our website at letsfishtv.com. Be sure to hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, and follow us on Twitter for new fishing videos every day. And download the free Waypoint TV app to get all the latest episodes every week on your phone, tablet, computer, or smart TV. Let's Fish TV is proudly backed by Bobby Garland Crappie Baits and the original Baby Shad and new slab Huntar Minnow. Glacier Glove. Stay outdoors longer with our gloves, hats, and shades. Balls Out. Made in the USA. Heavy-duty mounts for your fish finders. And by Camus Boats. Tomorrow's tournament boat today.
Glad you're back with us. It's time for the Ask the Pro question. This week, Reed would like to know, if you were not fishing professionally, what would you be doing? For an answer, we asked Bassmaster Elite Angler Stetson Blaylock.
Yeah, for me, fishing's all I've known since I was 10 or 11 years old. I've tournament fished, made most of my money since I was 16, 17 years old. So for me, there's been nothing else, but my brother's a fireman. He has a lot of cool stories about being a fireman and the things that he gets to do and the things he gets to see. So that's probably something I would look into.
Thank you, Stetson. If you have a question for one of the pros, visit our website, letsfishtv.com. Click on the Ask the Pro link and send it in. Now let's check out the latest Big Catch of the Week winner.
This week's winner in the Big Catch Contest of the Week is James Hopkins of Waco, Texas, with a 10-pound, 11-ounce largemouth bass he caught at Trading House Creek Reservoir in Texas. Hey, to enter the contest, go to our website at letsfishtv.com and follow the instructions on the homepage, or go to our Facebook page at facebook.com/letsfishtv and see our Big Catch post from last Tuesday and follow the instructions there. You and your big fish could be seen on our show. Hi folks, I'm going to show you in a little better detail the rig that we were using today to catch all these fish. The line we were using was 30-pound braid with a 20-pound fluorocarbon leader attached to two using a uni knot. We're going to put that diagram up on the screen for y'all on how to tie that knot. Now the end of the line is attached to a twist clip swivel. This allows quicker getting your bait on and off, just like that. The swivel allows the line not to twist, using a soft plastic down south lure with an 1/8 ounce lead head. That's what we caught most of our fish on today. Swapped it up to a 1/4 ounce when the current was a little stronger. This fluorocarbon leader is going to allow your line to disappear a little bit better, and you're going to catch more fish using a fluorocarbon leader. Hope you enjoyed the show today. Hope you learned something about wade fishing for speckled trout. Hey, these techniques will work anywhere there's speckled trout, redfish, or flounder in your area. Hey, Barry's gonna be back next week. I hope you enjoyed the show. I'm Captain Greg Verm. I'll see you next time.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you want to see more fishing tips, how-to videos, big fish catches, and full episodes of our Let's Fish TV show, be sure to subscribe right here to our YouTube channel. You can also like our Facebook page and follow us on Twitter. Good fishing out there.